If you went into a community that was absent children, people would notice and ask, where are the children? When you go into a community, if there were no women, people would notice, where are the women? If you went into a community and there were no men, people would ask, where are the men? But when you go into a community and you don't see people with visible disabilities, in most parts of the world, people are still not asking, where are the disabled people in your community?
First thing is the attitudinal barrier there, because that's people think if we want to do something, people say, oh, you are disabled. No, you can't do these things, you can't go there, you can't do like this, you are a disabled.
And the same perception is everywhere. Or people thought, like, if I go outside, they will ask me, like, have you consulted with a doctor? Are you getting better? Or what's wrong with you?
People look at a deaf person and say, obviously she couldn't be intelligent. She must be a deaf mute or deaf and dumb.
I think as a woman with psychosocial disability, there are lots of very powerful but extremely harmful stereotypes about women with disabilities.
Because in our culture, being a woman, it's a discrimination. And if you have disability, then definitely it's double-fold. And many women with disabilities have committed suicide just because of unavailability of the services, facing lots of harassment within the homes, within the families, because they don't know about their rights.
Here I am, open the door and try to understand a person with Down syndrome. They have to accept me who I am.
It's something that people would not want to hear, because women are not supposed to be seen or heard in African culture, most African culture. Then disabled people, excuse me, they have a place for them far behind. So you're not even supposed to make that kind of noise.
The changes that need to happen are very deep and systemic and will not occur overnight, because disabled people have been seen as being inferior and or not able to make meaningful contributions to society.
Whenever we go to the ministry also, they said, oh, why you are here? You should be in the house and you should be with your family. Why you are not listening to your parents?
Women with disabilities have to be empowered with their rights and with the 2030 agenda.
Telling them, wait a minute, I'm a woman. And no disability is strong enough to take away my gender, and I must have a space here.
I wanted to help them, to show them that they can do it. We can change them by talking.
I think that people focus way too much, on and saying things like, I cannot focus on disability. Whereas women with disability have the highest risk of education neglect, and they are at the highest risk of sexual abuse, and they're at the greatest risk of not having full access to health care.
We're connected all to everybody, and it's not just me as a woman with disability. I'm connected to my whole community, and it's a whole holistic approach. It's a whole community approach.
Without partnership or working together, you cannot get the change. You cannot get the change you want, the desired change, by just one person. It is aggregation of voices and association that can bring about the change.
So my perspective is that you cannot accomplish your goals for all women to be equal if you don't include women with disabilities, period. If you really want to accomplish this goal, you must include and better the most vulnerable women. That includes women with disabilities.